a good friend of mine. His name is Osvaldo Gonzalez. Ozzie.
Hello. Good morning to the Biz Expo West community. Ozzie González here. Ron, it's really nice to be here. Congratulations to you guys. This event's looking fantastic. And I'm seeing smiles, so you could hear me?
Yes, we can.
We got
Good.
you, buddy. It's so I really appreciate. We go back at least a decade. Been down to Mexico and back a few times, working on projects. Ozzie, great to have you here. Frame up some planet perspective for us, and
Absolutely.
appreciate everything, buddy.
Absolutely. So, welcome now to the Planet Hour. As you heard from the People Hour, that we are such an important part of making our economy resilient and strong. For the next hour, we're going to focus a little bit on the role planet plays. So, I've been asked to introduce the context of planet in the quadruple bottom line. And I was happy and thrilled to be invited to share some perspective on this, because planet is one of my favorite parts of this puzzle. And I want to share a little bit about what we mean when we talk about planet in the quadruple bottom line. First of all, the planet is something all of our businesses depend on, no matter what your business is. Everything depends on some version of natural resources. So that is the first reason that we consider planet an essential ingredient to our profit margins, to our business strategy, our plans for success. So whether it's um, pulp, paper, plastics, grapes for that wine that was just won, whatever the natural resource may be, we depend on things. Even the most technological objects that you might look at and not think are connected to nature, they all depend on natural resources. Some of them depend on very rare natural resources. So some businesses have to really be resourceful when they are looking at how they utilize and contain natural resources. And this is why things like recycling become really important, and why reducing the consumption of resources becomes important. And it's why we all look at how we buy our resources, our supply chain. So, timber's a big one in the state of Oregon. It's part of what founded our city, founded the economy of our region. And back in the early days, buildings weren't built with timber. It was more masonry. Nowadays, we're probably all involved either living in a building made of timber or working in a construction industry where we were, dealing with the timber frame construction. But that's just one piece. The next piece is environmental services. Now, you don't have to be a business at all to benefit from the other part of what our planet gives us. Environmental services are things like the rain that falls from the sky, the fact that our soil percolates water down into it and filters water on its way through. Things like the core of the earth heating the center, or the atmosphere that holds greenhouse gases that keeps our planet at a consistent temperature. These are environmental services that occur and keep our planet livable. These are the things on which life depends. And it's everything, if you're a fisherman, you depend on things happening in the ocean for the salmon run, things happening along that river for the salmon to get to the places you want to find and enjoy the salmon. So the environmental services are a big part of it. And the last one, my favorite one, the greatest service of all, is the service that connects us as living organisms, as biological creatures, back to our nature. And this is the best environmental service at all. And this is what gets us up in the morning. This is our nature. This is our place. It's the views that we enjoy, the sunrise that rests our eyes. It's the fresh air we breathe. It is that wonderful view, the wonderful nature experience, the favorite hikes we go to, the sound of the gurgling creeks when you go camping. those beautiful things that fill our soul are part of what nature gives us. It's the gift. And that is a reason enough. But when we look at planet, whether we're looking at it as, you know, a biological human being, a living creature as part of a living system, or as a business, the planet dimension is an essential one. It's one that is not infinite, and it's one that gives us great benefit when we learn to utilize its value and harness it. So remember that when you're utilizing resources in your businesses, it's not just the timber that's building your home, it's the forest that's giving you that wonderful nature experience and the healing medicine that comes from its bark. All of that is part of the planet dimension. Thanks so much, everybody. Enjoy this day, and I'll see you in room 15.
Outstanding, brother. Well, thank you so much for framing it up. Indeed, we've been blessed with so many gifts around, and for us to take care of it, that is so important. And then to actually bring it into our business and actually leverage it as part of how we can move forward is so important. So Osvaldo, thank you so much, amigo. We'll see you around. Keep up the great work. All right.